thanks for coming to my channel. This is Midnight Moon Tarot and I'm Diana. This reading is for the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your birth chart that Cancer might appear. Also, if you're new to my channel, I'd like to take just a second and invite you to subscribe and click that little bell so that you're sure to be notified whenever I upload new content. Also, in the description box below, you'll find links to my social media, my Patreon, my PayPal, and links to some really cool things on Amazon I think you guys will like. Okay, so this reading is for the 17th through the 23rd of August 2020. Keeping in mind that all tarot readings are timeless, so whether you come across this reading right after I upload, a week, month, or even a year from now, if you feel drawn to watch this video, then you will probably find a message for you within the reading. And if it doesn't completely resonate with you, keep in mind this is a generalized reading for the entire sun sign of Cancer. Feel free to swap the roles around, but don't ever try to force it. And if you know your other planetary placements, you can listen to those signs as well for additional messages. For example, I relate more with my rising sign of Sagittarius than I do my own sun sign. A lot of people do. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and calibrate these cards to the astrological sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, and ask our angels, guides, and ancestors for any love messages for Cancer for the week of August 17th through the 23rd, 2020. Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer for the week of the 17th through the 23rd of August? Spirit, what love messages do you have for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week of the 17th through the 23rd of August 2020? Okay, I'm going to divide these into 3 stacks. All right. Alright, the card on the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. Okay, now the Nine of Wands is your overall energy for your reading. So as we go through your spread, I'm going to show you how this card is going to relate to different cards that come up in your reading. Okay, now the Nine of Wands talks about feeling guarded. Here comes the siren. I hope it's not too loud. I live near a really busy intersection, and it's like every few minutes there's one going past. Can't really do anything about it. Okay, so yeah, it leaves you feeling pretty guarded, like maybe you're walking on eggshells, like you've been through so much with a particular person that you've just come to expect certain things to be a certain way, okay? Like you're always walking on eggshells trying to, get past that. Now, for those of you who are new here, I do 4 rows. The first row pertains to you, what you may have recently been going through, things that you're currently dealing with, and things that are, coming towards you, right? And the second column has to do with your beloved, your intended twin flame, soulmate, divine counterpart. This could be somebody you just met. It might be an ex, but generally it's the person that is on your mind the most. The one that is, the one that you just think about all the time. When you wake up, you're thinking about them. When you go to sleep at night, you're thinking about them. All right, now I've just laid out 2 cards in each row, and I'm going to do this 2 more times. I'm pushing them over here like this so I can get to them easier. All right. Now, we'll do like a total of 24 cards by the time we get to the end of your spread. So we'll have a pretty good idea of what's going on for the week of the 17th through the 23rd. So yeah, we have the King of Cups along with this Ace of Wands, all right? And this is where sometimes you tend to mix up physical intimacy with actual love. You get a little too attached, you get a little too sentimental, you get a little too, emotionally wound up, involved and bonded. Okay, now see, that's not really a bad thing if it's with someone that is actually really and truly has you as their main interest, okay? Just because people say words to you does not mean that they are feeling the same way. They can say whatever they want. It's what they're showing you. Now, are they telling you one thing and then you are, let me turn this volume down. Okay. All right. All right. So, are they telling you one thing and then you are, seeing and witnessing other things, or you're hearing stuff back from other people? So, what you need to do is like be really careful that just because somebody is saying the pretty words, that you don't mistake the physical intimacy for true love and romance, because this person definitely, you know, may be entertaining others. Like cliche, but the Three of Hearts and third party situations are basically the same thing. And when you back away, you may be in some type of separation from this person. You might have some kind of either self-imposed separation where you've decided to take a break, or maybe the other person's away on business, or they're traveling, or whatever, for whatever reason. But this is going to give you a little bit of time so that you can re-examine exactly what this person's motives might be, how they got you to where you are and where you are going moving forward. Like, what is going to be the outcome if you were to continue this relationship? Now, we have the Knight of Wands along with the Tower. And as you begin to find these things out and you aggressively pursue letting this person know that you're on to them, you may find that your tower is falling, your whole relationship is crumbling. You have this whole set of things that are being presented to you that you weren't aware of previously, that your whole world is shaken up. Now, the thing about the Tower is that when it falls, and it never was made right, it gives you that opportunity to rebuild it the way that it should have been. Now, whether it's going to be with this same person or whether it's going to be with someone completely different, then it's going to be up to you. All right, so you have all this love that you want to give this person, and you're probably still dealing with that same earth sign. You have this earth sign that shows up repeatedly in your readings, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person. You may be waiting for some type of communication. You may be waiting to, see them in person, talk to them in person, FaceTime them, whatever. And, that Knight of Wands that you had earlier, it's talking about aggressively pursuing this conversation, but your tendency is to, and I don't know what it's from. It could just be because you're a Cancer person, but you just want to keep the peace and you want to smooth things over, so you sweetie pie them a whole lot in order to maybe keep them around so that they think that nothing's wrong, but the whole time inside of you, it's kind of eating you up inside, just a little bit. All right. Yeah, and then, this Nine of Wands that we had at the beginning, yeah, it's making you feel kind of on edge. It's kind of making you feel kind of like you're on the lookout for something really weird to happen. So the Six of Pentacles is talking about, you're the one, like we were just talking about, you just giving and trying to smooth over situations so that you don't disrupt things, so that you can maintain that relationship when it'll really kind of make you end up feeling a little resentful or bitter inside. There's some kind of little gnat here, y'all, sorry. But yeah, the Six of Pentacles is about giving and giving and giving to the relationship, and that person is incapable of giving back to you, either because they're emotionally stunted, they're financially stunted, they're mentally stunted in some type of way that their immaturity level is just non-existent. Their maturity level is non-existent. So yeah, this Three of Cups talks about, this may be a time for you just to let go for a minute. Just, let your hair down. Just, not let things bother you the way that they should, okay? Just go out and enjoy yourself, enjoy the company of your friends and family, and, really try to move past that. So again, we have this King of Wands here and the Two of Swords. And that King of Wands, he's that playboy type mentality. He's the player. He's the one that's talking to 5 or 6 different people, and he's so good at it, nobody even knows that this kind of thing is going on. But now that you're finding out these things, now that these things are being made aware to you, then this is where you are going to have to decide, can I let go of some of this emotion that I feel for this person? Is this real, or is this just me over idealizing the relationship for more, romanticizing the relationship for more than just the fact that, they were really good in bed or whatever, and that they say all the right pretty things to you. Okay, it comes down to them actually being able to do those things, like, to take care of your needs as well. All right, so in your obstacles and challenges, we have the Ace of Cups and we have the Magician. So you so desperately want this overflowing love in your life, that just to fill every little aspect of your world, that you are willing to manipulate your environment just a little bit. This can be, when you have the Magician card, you see he has every little tool and everything that he needs in order to manifest what he wants. So you have learned as well what you need to do in order to keep relationships moving forward. And so, yeah, I don't like to say you're manipulating the situation, and I would hate to think that you're using like magic to manipulate a certain person. There's nothing wrong with doing love spells, but only when they don't manipulate another person's free will. But when you are asking the universe to bring the correct and true love into your life, then they're a good idea. But when you want to like really laser pinpoint focus in on a particular person, then you're crossing boundaries. Okay, and there's always consequences for that. All right, the person starts to wonder why they feel so resentful towards you, even though there's no reason that they know of. And you have to keep it up. You have to keep it up. You have to keep it up, and it just becomes tiresome and such a bore. And so you are really, really focused on this earth sign person, this Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person in your life. And like I said earlier, you had that Six of Pentacles and you're just giving and giving and giving. Well, now when you had that Hermit card earlier, you're stepping back from the situation a little bit and you're actually waiting to see what's going to happen. You're waiting to see if this person's going to approach you and try to talk things out and stuff. But the thing about waiting for your ships to come in, like this man is doing, waiting for the fruits of your labor to finally show up and manifest in your life, is sometimes you can sit there and wait a long time and they never come about. That's when after all of this pensive consideration, that you decide, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Would you rather be they say ignorance is bliss. Would you rather be oblivious to the fact that they're seeing all these other people, whether it's only just texting or writing or talking on the phone or whatever, even if they're not actually physically doing anything, that level of intimacy with another person is enough to break those bonds and to make you feel rejected. Now, when Cancer, when you're always like really lovey-dovey and gushy, sweetie to most people, but we know that deep down inside you have those little pinchers on your little crab claws, and you will snap when you've had enough, and you're going to let people know. All right, so we have the Page of Swords as well as the Four of Pentacles in your last row, the Queen of Swords and the Death card in your partner's row. Obstacles and challenges, we have the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands, and in the outcome we have the Moon as well as the Six of Wands. All right, Page of Swords, let's talk about this, okay? All right, now, well, let's talk about this Four of Pentacles first. Again, it's your earth sign. This You can see the coin on his head. This is what he's thinking about all the time. The coin over his heart. This is what he's holding onto so tightly, not willing to give it up. And the two where he's holding them down with his feet, that's the possessiveness, ownership type thing. It's like, this is mine. Nobody's going to get it, and you're not giving it up no matter what, even if it's not good for you. Okay? Just because. It's like a type of passive aggressiveness, control issue. Now, when we have the Page of Swords, all right, this is you maybe checking out the competition, so to speak. This is you, you know, this spying on somebody, maybe cyber stalking their social medias, maybe, you know, trying to figure out what's going on, to see if you can see that there's any hint of something going on between your partner and this other person. It's only going to eat you up inside if you feel it, and you've seen actual evidence that people have come to you and tell you this is what they know is going on and stuff, and you know, you see it for yourself, then that is what you should go with. Not that sympathetic feeling or that possessive feeling that you can get sometimes. Okay, so here we have the Death card as well as the Queen of Swords. All right, and the Queen of Swords is, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm gonna, you know, cut this out of my life. Now, whether this is your intention or whether you actually do it, this relationship is dead in the water. It's not going anywhere. It's not, there's no future in this relationship. There's nothing that's going to be fruitful about it. Okay? All right. So again, obstacles and challenges, your blockages, things. This is where you have to learn to put these things down. When you confront this person, if you decide to confront this person, if you do become more aggressive and you confront this person with it, this is where you're going to see their true colors. This is where they're going to make fun of you, or they know your weakness. They know what bothers you the most about you. This is when they're going to point that out to you. This is when they're going to say nobody else is going to want you. This is where they're going to call you names, divert attention, okay, from what they're actually doing. This is you walking away. This is you not, you know, wanting to carry this crap with you anymore. This is you needing to lay these burdens down. This is the end of a cycle. Lay it down and move on from your past and move on to your future. So with this Moon card, yes, this is you finding out these things that you probably wish you had never ever done, that you had never found out. These are things that, you know, hurt you. They come and bust your bubble. And the Six of Wands is victorious in the fact that you did not let this person take advantage of you like they are obviously taking advantage of several other people at the time, and, you know, different people from their past. I guarantee you, if you were ever in communication or come to be in communication with anyone from your so-called partner's past, they could tell you exactly what's going on, and that it's their modus operandi, that this is what they do to everybody. So once you become aware of that and you spend a great deal of time thinking about it, and everything falls apart, okay? Yeah. This is where you end up, because knowledge is power, right? Okay. And it's better that you know than to be taken advantage of and used for whatever purpose it is they're using to feed their ego, or, you know, if you're taking care of them financially, or if you're taking care of them physically, or whatever reason, that is where you get the last say. And then they can just go off and enjoy their karma. All right. Okay, so that's your reading for the week of the 17th through the 23rd of August 2020, and I will see you guys here next week for your weekly update. And I want to tell you guys thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. I really, really appreciate that, and I love you guys so much. Okay, I will see you soon. All right, bye-bye. Love you.